Prinsa Anil. I'm currently pursuing my MA from School of Rural Management, Exam University, and I'm interning at ICICI Bank under Retail Business Group, where my project is titled as Digital Lending to Micro Enterprises. So the project itself was very dynamic, and it involved us to create and come up with a business model that is viable and ensures financial inclusivity at grassroots level. So when it comes to the preparation for the interview, I believe one needs to be very thorough with the core competency of that organization. How and what are the ways they are catering to the public need, and what is it that they specialize in. Apart from this, any event that has been happening that could be related to that organization, maybe directly or indirectly in a way that could be specific to that particular sector, would be of great value for discussion. Our past experience, they act as an asset. So be very sure how you place them and what order you're following when you're presenting it. So that could create an impact, and at the same time that can say a lot about yourself and how dedicated you are to give your best foot when you're working with the organization. The learnings and takeaways we have from our first year is what navigates us through our internship. For example, in my case, the rural living and learning experience, which is a component in our first year. It is basically a 45-day stay in a village where we have to understand the functionalities of the village based on the demography, the market study, the migration pattern, governance, infrastructure, and such as. So that helped me to gain a lot of perspective, especially when it comes to grassroots development. And my project here at ICICI was based on financial inclusivity at grassroots level, which was digital lending to micro enterprises. So I already kind of knew the challenges that are being faced in the lending sphere and how proactively we can implement digitalization at such level. So the first year's learning is what helps you set a context in the managerial fraternity and the trends that are being followed, and how will you keep up with the dynamic and ever-changing, evolving corporate setting. With one thing here, that because of the virtue of this course, regardless of you being a fresher or someone who has held a work experience, the dynamic of the whole process here changes because the requirement is very different. The course itself provides you with a base where you know how to conduct yourself in a corporate setting. So the transition from classroom learning to a corporate environment, it seems very seamless because of the academic rigor, the committee exposure, peer-to-peer learning. Apart from this, one needs to really understand that every organization is different. But one thing that remains common in all of them is the fact that each organization is trying to evolve. They're trying to be better every day. So it's not just you who's learning there and how you are able to handle yourself there. It's the whole team with you who's working to be better every day. So that's how you cope up.
As I know a lot about online content, I did some research work before the interview. Luckily, I was asked the question I was thinking about. It was easy to feel confident and answer them. I had been working on my conversation skills, which is very important in an interview process to make it safe. I have been taking marketing classes like PLC curves, STP and 4Ps, which help me in understanding the ideas and how to use them and even for my backup plans. I have also learned how the organizations work and what strategies or project it should be implemented. To understand the company, we need to know how it works, which can we find out by doing some research on the company. I think the easiest way to us in the company is to do some basic background research and put them what we have learned to a good use. Even the table and sitting in front of the computer and doing work are new for me as a newbie. However, in the light of circumstances, I would rate it as educational and excellent. My internship taught me a lot about the working of the organization, and I was able to see it in actions for the first time. During my first year of college, it became clear to me how much I had to learn and how much I would be able to put it into practice in my future terms. As a newbie, I can say that it is always preferable to open to surprises. There is no specific skills of set required by specific companies. Rather, what matters is how we incorporate the skills we already hold. Yes, it is always preferable to possess a skill set, but if we can manage without one, that is even more better. In a sense, we can say that fundamental data analysis technique, Excel proficiency, and improved presentation skills are required. As I have been asked questions about them in repeated in every other interviews I gave. As you know, your UG background also matter a great deal. So it is better to reference this basic UG knowledge that we can have and incorporate them as much as possible to demonstrate to the companies how valuable you can be, not as MBA graduate but also from different streams. For instance, I have done BBA. I have some basic marketing and business data development knowledge. Prior to enrolling in MBA program, therefore, we must find the link and pull the strings to satisfy the interview with a broader and more technical perspective. During my internship, the learning curve was always going up. As a freshman, I learned a lot from every job I did. First, let's talk about sales work in this business. We have learned how important marketing and sales are and how the organization's main source of income is sales. As a member of 10 sales team, I was able to bring in the revenue for the company and improve my personal skills, communication skills, and understand how the whole process works. I have learned how to be important part of a team and help the whole things work well. Understand the company's hierarchy and the chain of command work. All of this hands-on experience will help me in everything I do in future and my life as a whole.
Hello everyone, I'm Satyajit Raut and currently I am pursuing my MBA in Rural Management in XIM University Bhubaneswar. Prior joining to my MBA program, I was working in IT sector and I was fortunate enough to work in different domains like BFSI and ERP, and currently I am doing my internship with IFCO Limited in operation and supply chain management. Being coming from a rural management background, we are less exposed to the technical management thing. But as I was interning like in operation and supply chain management, so I have to go through different steps in internet, and I have to juggle around different like concepts from the books and from the internet also. And before the joining also, I was like collected some of the information about I was deployed in a plant area. So what is the plant capacity, and what are the manufacturing process the company is using to produce the fertilizers, and what are the new initiatives that the company has taken to in the production process. So that also helped me a lot actually. I can also remember that before joining to the company, I have gone through the internet, and I came to know that the company is now initiating a new project called Nano project. And in future market, in future the fertilizers are going to come in like nanoparticle size. So this is the new initiative the IFCO has taken. And I can also remember that the manager also asked me the same thing in the first or second day also, like what are the new initiatives, please tell me. So I would say that before joining that one should know about the company very much, like what is the company is doing and what are the initiatives or the company has taken. As mentioned earlier, I was working in supply chain management in IFCO Limited. So initially they have they have allotted me to the transportation department inside the plant, and where I have to track all the movement of the trucks and from every between the every plants. And after that I was allotted to purchase department, where I have to track everything inside from the ERP that the company is using. And except that they have also given me a problem statement to carry out a research, like how to optimize the transportation process from bagging plant to the railway siding, and increase the efficiency by reducing the cost also. And what are the initiatives that the company can take, or new ideas the company can implement to reduce their cost and get high efficiency from the transportation process. So that is the problem they have given me, problem statement they have given me. Suggestions, I would say, before going to any interview, know about the company as much as you can, so you can cater the interviewer's mind. And second thing is one should not wait for the interview process for the SIP are going to be started from September or October, but one should prepare for SIP from the day he or she joined the MBA program. And one should distinguish in which sector he or she wants to go for the SIP, and also prepare accordingly, and take some courses as per that. Visibility in sense, I don't I believe that one should try to impress the higher authorities and the managers from the day he or she joined the company. The thing is, the SIP process is only 50 to 60 days, and in some of the companies, they are less bothered about you, because it's only 50-60 days thing there. So the day you join, try to learn everything whatever the your senior authorities are saying, and try to ask questions wherever the doubts that you are getting and you are not getting. Don't get shy, or because you are new to that organization, ask questions as much as you can. So, and share the knowledge that you have, and ask questions. That is the first thing. Ask questions and clear your doubts, and try to engage yourself with the project that has been given to you.